Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. All right, tonight I am making some gnocchi for dinner. I'm going to use some purple potatoes. I'm also going to use some white potatoes. Now the thing I do a bit differently is I'm not going to boil the potatoes. I'm going to bake them. So I'm just going to go through and prick some holes in them. This will help the moisture to escape, and that's why I don't boil them, because boiling adds moisture and that will add water to the gnocchi. When I prick the holes, it's going to let moisture out and give me a drier potato. So I'm just going to go through, prick all these and put them in the oven and bake them. And then we shall move on from there. Okay, there's the white potatoes all baked. Now these have a fairly tender skin, so they can go into the ricer just as is. And there we go. So I'll go through and do the rest of these ones. Purple potatoes, a bit tougher of skin on these. So all I'm going to do is cut them in half. Oh, and they're hot. There they are, all cut in half, and don't they look absolutely gorgeous. Just quickly, what I'm using is a potato ricer. As you can see, bunch of little holes at the top, at the bottom of it. Plunger in there. So we put our potatoes in, squish it, squeezes the flesh out, leaves the skin behind. You know, you can pull them out, mash them up with a fork, that sort of deal. Ricer just makes it that little bit quicker and easier. So when you've cut them like this, you want to put them skin side down. And just give it a squeeze. You want to rice them when they're still nice and hot. And as you can see, there's not much left on that at all. And what is left, the chickens will enjoy it. I'll probably throw an Amazon link for one down the bottom. All right, well, I'll go through and do the rest of these purple ones. Okay, there we go. There's our potato done. I've probably used about a pound of potatoes for each one. Got a little bit more out of the white than the purple, probably because of the thinner skins. This had thicker skins, so yeah, a little bit less. We'll let that cool down a bit. We don't want it to release moisture, which it'll do as it cools. So we'll let it cool down a bit. It won't take too long because it's been riced. And once it's cooled down, then we'll start making the gnocchi. We're going to start with a cup of flour, good pinch of salt, give that a little mix, make it well in the center. Add our potato. And we'll crack an egg into that. Give that egg a little mix up. And start folding it all together. So once we brought it together as a dough, we just roll it out. And then we just cut small pieces off. Then using the back of a fork, just gonna press it in and give it a roll. Proper way to do it is using a Gnocchi board. And that way you're going to get to be able to roll it fully, but the fork will do on a pinch. Once we're all done with that lot, we're just going to cover it up with a clean tea towel just to stop the air getting to it and drying the surface out. You can freeze them, just put them in the freezer pretty much as so. Let them freeze for 20 minutes, and once they're frozen, then just put them into a bag. But you don't want to leave them sit for more than 20 minutes before you cook them, because otherwise they're going to form a hard skin. It's going to take more time to cook them. And when you freeze them, you can go straight from frozen into the boiling water. Okay, there's our purple ones. We're just going to leave it rest just for a couple of minutes while the water finishes coming to a boil, and then we're going to go in there. And once we've got our water at a rolling boil, this does not take long to cook at all. Potatoes already cooked through. Sauce is already ready. So we'll just drop them in there. Just drop them separately so they get a chance to get a little bit of cooking on the outside before they come into contact with the other ones. Alrighty, we'll let them cook. There we go, literally 2 minutes and it's cooked. It's all up and floating. Turn the heat off and we'll strain it and plate it. Here we are. A gorgeous purple and white potato gnocchi. Bit of sauce. Now, I recommend a simple sauce with gnocchi. Either like this, the fresh sauce, or a bolognese. The all important part, how does it taste? Really good as gnocchi is itself. With the sauce, absolutely delicious. All right, thank you very much everyone for watching, and bye for now.